wasn't going to do this next song. I promised myself I wouldn't do this next song because it's long and just takes a lot of energy, and I'm getting old. And, it's kind of a hard one to do. It takes a lot of... Anyway, I wasn't going to do it, but some people said that they drove 6 hours to be here for the show. And I don't think they're lying. I think they're telling the truth. What town did you come from?
Pullman, Washington.
Pullman, Washington? Is that 6 hours from here? 5 hours, that's enough still. As for this song, alright, we're going to do it. In the melting snows of Ontario, where the wind will make you shiver, 'twas the month of May up in Georgian Bay, near the mouth of the Musquash River, where the bears prowl and the coyotes howl. You can hear the ospreys scream. Back in '99 we were cutting pine and sending it down the stream. Young Sandy Gray came to Go Home Bay all the way from PEI, where the weather's rough and it makes you tough and no man's afraid to die. Sandy came to smile at 30,000 Islands, was the place to claim his glory. Now Sandy's gone, but his name lives on. This is Sandy's story. Young Sandy Gray lives on the day in the echoes of a mighty yell. Listen close and you'll hear a ghost in this story that I tell. Boys, this story that I tell. Now Sandy Gray was boss, the men who tossed the trees onto the shore. They'd come and go till they built a flow, 100,000 logs or more. Then he'd ride them down towards Severn Sound and cut them up in the mills for timber. And the ships would haul spring, summer and fall till the ice came in December. One Sabbath day, big Sandy Gray came into camp with a peavey on his shoulder. With a thunder crack, he dropped his axe and the room got a little bit colder. He said, come on all you, we got work to do. We gotta give her all we can give her. There's a jam of logs at the little job near the mouth of the Musquash River. With no time to pray on the Lord's day, they were hoping for God's forgiveness. But the jam was high in the devil's sky. They set out about their business. They poked with their poles and ran with the rolls and tried to stay on their feet. Every trick they tried, one man cried, this log jam's got us beat. But Sandy Gray was not afraid. He let out a mighty yell. I'll be down, we'll break this jam, or it's breakfast in hell, boys. It's breakfast in hell. See, if this is a normal song, it would be over by now. Somebody before the show told me that I told this story. I'm going to tell a story about this song. I guess I told it last time I was here. That's okay, I think. How many people were here last time when we were here last year? How many people weren't here last time? Oh, I'll tell the story then. All right. So the story is, let's see. What is the story? Oh, I was going to say that I like to think of this as my official folk song, the official folk song in my repertoire, because, well, first of all, it's 8 minutes long, and that makes it a folk song, right? But it happens to have all the requirements of an official folk song, because it's 8 minutes long, it's a true story, it happens in Canada, it happens in the 19th century, It's in a minor key. I'm using a capo. Folk song giveaway there. What else? There's an audience participation part in it, right around the corner, and a guy dies in it. Now, you would think that that would qualify as being a folk song worldwide, right? Yeah. Not the case. Apparently, things are different in Scotland. Played the song with this introduction in Glasgow, Scotland, a couple years back. Read the review in the paper the next day. Got kind of a mixed review that night. The guy was not impressed with a folk song where only one person dies. They want to see the English army come in and wipe out the whole village. Revenge songs. Everywhere else qualifies. All right, so we're about to embark on one of the most important parts of the folk song tradition, the audience participation part. Now, this is a very easy part. You don't have to learn words on the spot. You don't have to memorize anything. You don't even have to be able to sing whatsoever. It's just a rhythmic thing. We're all going to be on the lumberjack chain gang, on the work crew here down on the river. And everybody's going to put their backs into it here. It's a very easy little part. Some of you have done it before. Those who haven't, I'm sure you'll pick it up real easy. There's a lot of intelligent people here in Seattle. I'm sure we're going to have a really great and spirited work game, even though it's a Sunday night. All right, I'm going to get you started, and you guys keep it going while I sing the verse. All right, you got it? You ready?
Ready.
Here we go. Come on, I can't hear you. There we go. Put your back into it. There we go. Keep it going. Every one of the men did the work at 10, and Sandy scrambled up to the top. He's working like a dog, even 5-foot logs, and it looked like he'd never stop. Yeah, they struggled on, these men so strong, till the jam began to sway. And they turned for cover to the banks of the river, all except for Sandy Gray. That was excellent. You can stop now. That was fun, wasn't it? All right. Now, before we get back into the next verse, the 6th verse, two more to go. No, that was the 7th verse. Anyway, what we found is when we do our little bit there, what happens sometimes, now you don't have to raise your hand, but sometimes some people are concentrating so hard on their part there that they don't hear what happens in the verse. They get lost. And it's a pretty important verse, so we're going to do a quick little recap. Alright, 2 very important things happened. The good news is we broke the log jam, so thank you for pitching in. There's bad news was delivered there in the last couple of lines there. And, well, in case you missed it, what happened is that the log jam all came tumbling down, and our hero Sandy, he didn't make it off in time. Now with thoughts of death, they held their breath as they saw their friend go down. They all knew in a second or two he'd be crushed or frozen or drowned. Yeah, they saw him fall, they heard him call just once, then it was over. Young Sandy Gray gave his name that day. You're the mouth of the Musquash River. But Sandy Gray was not afraid. He let out a mighty yell. I'll be down to break this jam, or it's breakfast in hell, boys. It's breakfast in hell. East of Giant's Tomb, there's plenty of room, there's no fences and no walls. And if you listen close, you'll hear a ghost down by Sandy Gray Falls. Through the tops of the trees, you'll hear in the breeze echoes of a mighty yell. I'll be damned, we'll break this jam, or it's breakfast in hell. As Sandy Gray lives on the day, I'll be down to break this jam, or it's breakfast in hell, boys. Breakfast in hell.